What's up, everyone? It's Drew with No Debt But Love, where we try to live out Romans 13:8, which is to allow no debt to remain outstanding, but the continuing debt to love one another. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. I came across this article from CNBC. It is titled, Biden Administration Stops Taking Applications for Student Loan Forgiveness. So the gist of this video, I'm going to go over the facts of this article, and then towards the end, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions. So right now, student loan borrowers cannot apply for forgiveness at this time, and I'm going to include the link to this article in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But pretty much it's being tied up in a federal court. Um, for the student loan forgiveness to begin, and so it does not mean that student loans forgiveness has been completely removed or taken off the table. It has not been stopped. It's just been paused at the moment. Pretty much, President Joe Biden's executive action was to cancel up to $20,000 in student loan debt. And to be eligible for this, you must have been a recipient of the federal Pell Grant. Now, the biggest obstacles for Biden's forgiveness plan come from 6 Republican-led states. That's Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, and South Carolina. And pretty much their argument is that President Biden is just doing too much with his power and authority. So far, 26 million borrowers have applied for forgiveness, and pretty much, although the forgiveness has not began, the Department of Education is still encouraging borrowers out there to go ahead and still apply for the forgiveness. So that's the gist of this article. And now here's my thoughts and my opinion. Now, being someone who has paid off their student loans, I had $85,000 in student loans. I can understand both sides, with people saying that student loans should be forgiven, and also those who say do not forgive student loans. You side on the dotted line, pay it back. Now, here's the thing. Although I've paid off my debt, I want to exercise some empathy for those, because I remember being a young adult, fresh out of college, and I was just married, and I wanted to start a family immediately. But I realized that there were 2 things going on. I had a lot of debt due to student loans, no credit cards, thank God. But I also found it difficult to get a job. The U.S. was still in a recession. And now I find that the situation is eerily similar for a lot of recent graduates today in 2022. We're still suffering the effects of a global shakeup with things, and then you have this albatross of student loan debt. And for me personally, it really slowed down what I felt to just begin in my life. A lot of times I would talk to family and friends about how I felt that I was trying to do better in life, and I felt that I was being punished with the student loans. And I thank the Lord that I was able to see the end of that debt. However, I wonder quite often what life would have been like had I not had the $85,000 in student loan debt, and what my retirement accounts would have looked like, and how soon I would have been able to buy a house. But all in all, what I can say is that I'm thankful to have had the debt. I wouldn't have been able to go to college and get the degrees that I've gotten. So the Lord used that student loan program to help me accomplish my dream, and I also wanted to pay the debt off. And I thank the Lord that my kids did not have to start school with me being in student loan debt. So I'm thinking about the next generation, as opposed to saying, well, I paid off my student loans, you pay yours back. It just doesn't help to have that state of mind. I've gotten a little softer with it. But at the same time, when I look at our U.S. national debt, it's ballooning. And so if we forgive it, that's going to go on the nation's tab. So what's going to happen with my grandkids, when my kids are blessed to have kids? What about my great grandkids? You can only tax people so much. There may be some tough times ahead where the federal government won't be able to provide forgiveness for debt or just certain subsidies that I'm not going to name. You use your imagination. But that's all I got for you. Hopefully it won't be to 6+ months until you hear from me again. Life has been busy, but I'm alive and well, thank God. Until next time, everyone, stay strong, fight on, and have no debt but love. Peace and blessings.